Tonight, why Central Washington University went on lockdown.
And the tax increase measure that will be on the ballot in April.
And why Sunnyside Elementary was evacuated. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening. I'm Noah Schmick.
And I'm Kanara Heinke. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Law enforcement agencies swarmed the Central Washington University campus after reports of an active shooter last night. CWU police say dispatch received 3 calls about an active shooter in 3 different campus buildings, but detectives are still investigating who made those calls and why. Students and staff barricaded themselves in rooms on campus as authorities swept the buildings and found no evidence of shots or an armed shooter. Investigators say campus police and the Ellensburg Police Department will have extra patrols on and around campus throughout the rest of the night tonight. I-1639 continues to be a hot topic in our state. 20 counties say that they refuse to enforce the initiative because they believe that it is unconstitutional. One person threatened Spokane County Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich, who was one of the sheriffs refusing to enforce the law. Police arrested the man after a brief investigation. The initiative raises the minimum age to purchase a semi-automatic assault rifle, as well as regulates gun storage and punishes gun owners if their guns are stolen.
Staff and students at Sunnyside Elementary School were bused to Lincoln Middle School due to a reported gas leak this morning. Avista Utilities requested an alert from the elementary to move students and staff to Lincoln Middle School. The Pullman Fire Department and Avista Utilities then searched the building and located and fixed a frozen air vent in the heater of the gym. Students and staff resumed normal school operations just before 9:30 this morning. The measles outbreak continues to spread in Southwest Washington. Clark County officials confirmed 4 new cases since Friday. That raises the total to 50 confirmed cases since the first of the year, as well as 7 more suspected cases. State officials also say that the first person to contract measles was someone from outside the country.
When we come back, how you can win a dream home in Alberta, Canada.
And we tell you about the tax increase that will be on your ballot in April when Murrow News 8 continues.
Good start.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
Welcome back. A woman in Alberta, Canada is giving you a chance to win her $1.7 million home. In order to enter the contest, you have to write a 350-word letter and submit it with a $25 entrance fee. Her goal is to raise money to cover the cost of the house with entrance fees and donate 5% of that to the Calgary Women's Shelter. Letters are already rolling in and the contest goes until April 5th. 3 developers want to build on an empty lot in downtown Moscow. The proposal is for a mixed-use building that will include a luxury hotel, apartments, and retail shops. The Moscow Urban Renewal Agency Board will make a decision later this month.
Nursing mothers in Washington State may get a break if this proposal becomes a law. House Bill 1930 would require employers to provide break time for nursing moms. Should this bill pass, businesses must provide locations other than the bathroom for mothers to nurse their children. The bill also states that mothers are allowed reasonable breaks for up to 2 years after the birth of their child. ASWSU is hosting an election kickoff at Kappa Alpha Theta at 7 p.m. this evening. The event is open to everyone. According to campaign manager Grace Hendrickson, the kickoff is a time when the candidates will be announced through videos giving the voting campus community time to ask questions and to get to know the candidates. Pullman residents could see a property tax increase in the near future. The Pullman Regional Hospital Board of Commissioners met last night and passed a proposal to place a $29 million tax increase on Pullman residents. The tax increase is a 45,000 square foot expansion that is estimated to cost $40 million. The expansion will include simulation labs for training, doctor's offices, and most importantly, a center for women's and children's health. The remaining $11 million would come from hospital funds and donations. Chief Executive Officer of Pullman Regional Hospital, Scott Adams, wants voters to know that this new expansion will change healthcare on the Palouse moving forward into the future.
This is an opportunity for the community to have a significant role in how the shape of healthcare continues forward. And that the level of excellence that we've come to enjoy has been with community support, and now this is the next era of excellence continuing forward, and so they can be a part of that and provide the resources that are necessary for us to continue to move in a positive direction.
The proposal will be voted on by Pullman residents in April. Next, we will tell you what winter car accessory may become illegal.
And I let you know how this long winter weather will last when Murrow News 8 returns.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Welcome back. If you like driving with studded tires during a snowstorm, you may not be able to use them in Washington State if this law passes. House Bill 1309 is being proposed in Olympia, and if it's approved, then studded tires would phase out by 2025. Washington State Department of Transportation officials say that studded tires tear up highways and cost taxpayers about $25 million each year to repair state roads. Troopers have responded to 346 car crashes from Walla Walla to Yakima since the snow hit the region on Monday. Authorities say 2 of those crashes were deadly. 2 patrol units were also struck within the last 3 days. One trooper had minor injuries and the other was not hurt. Authorities say the majority of crashes occurred because drivers were going too fast for the weather conditions and warned people to slow down and be careful while driving. Well, my car is back at home, so I haven't been able to do a whole lot of driving in the snow. Canara, what should drivers expect for the weekend?
Well, Noah, this weekend they should definitely expect snow. However, we were pretty lucky today and we just saw some sunny weather. However, later tonight, temperatures are going to dip down and it's going to get pretty chilly. So if you do leave the house, I would recommend taking your jacket. Moving into tomorrow's weather, that's when it's going to get a bit more snowy, so you're still going to need that jacket. Definitely hold on to that. Now let's take a look at the state map. So over on the west side of the state, it was pretty warm today, up in the 40s compared to the rest of us, with just some cloudy weather. And then in central Washington, it was a bit colder, a little bit of sun peeking through, but pretty standard cloudy as well. However, we were the ones that got lucky and had lots of sun. Let's move into the weekly weather. So for the rest of the week, starting on Friday, we're going to have snow, so please drive safe, keep your jackets out and your coats ready. However, we will see a change up on Tuesday when it gets a bit cloudy. That's all for the weather. Back to you, Noah, at the desk.
When we come back, Kayla will have your Cougar Sports update, so stay tuned.
Welcome back, Coug fans. I'm Kayla Bautista with your sports update. WSU men's basketball continues to struggle against its Pac-12 conference opponents, but struggling even more are the numbers inside. The WSU student section on game days. Noah Schmick has more on the tough job of promoting a struggling team.
Tip-off on the 2019 basketball season has been anything but a slam dunk on the court, as well as in the stands. Zoo Crew President Alex Belnavis acknowledges that the team is struggling, but hopes students continue to show up to games with a positive mindset.
You have to have that motivation, like you're on The Price is Right with Bob Barker, right? To come down there and actually, participate. That's really what it takes. It's really on the individual. I cannot force you to come by, but I will definitely try my hardest to, influence you, to show you what you can gain out of this.
Belnavis insists that if students stay positive about the program and show out in large numbers, that things will begin to turn around for Cougar basketball.
It looks rough right now, but as soon as people start coming by and people start adding to it, it literally just snowballs and it picks up and picks up and picks up. Then it's looking back like it's 04 almost over again. I have pictures I can show you from 04 that show people lining up right outside of Beasley, deeper than what we have now.
10 years ago, in 2009, WSU had 9,000 people pack the stands in Beasley Coliseum. Tonight, just under 2,500 people came to watch WSU take on UCLA.
I think our atmosphere was good today because anytime we can get 2,500 plus people in here, it puts energy in the building for us. This team had a tough road to get ready for this game, and they could not generate the energy to give the crowd more energy, so the crowd could give us more energy.
To end conference play on a high note, the Cougs need to find more energy on the court and in the stands before time expires on the rest of their season. Noah Schmick, Murrow News 8.
Tonight, the men's basketball team is playing Arizona State in Tempe. The Sun Devils are currently third place in the Pac-12 and will be a tough test for the Cougs. The Cougs are currently leading the Sun Devils 24-14. Washington State University Outdoor Recreation has been exposing WSU students to the outdoors since 1971. Corbin White has more on the types of events outdoor recreation is hosting and what they bring to the WSU community.
The Banff Mountain Film Festival was held in the Compton Union Building Auditorium. The films featured mountain biking, climbing, base jumping, skiing, and much more. This was just one of the many opportunities outdoor recreation offers students.
Well, we actually have another film festival coming up. The film festival is called No Man's Land. It's all focused on female athletes. And then as we get into the spring, there'll be more backpacking, kayaking, and kind of the more seasonal type sports.
Outdoor recreation is popular on campus, and they attract a variety of students.
We do tend to see about 400 to 500 WSU students in the rental shop throughout the semester. Okay. In the fall, I would easily say Greek Row is our biggest customer, as a core group. We do see some athletes as well because they're also kind of a solid group that comes in and goes snowboarding together or things like that.
Some students have even found work with outdoor recreation.
Specifically in here, people are trying the activities for the first time, so it's really cool to hear about when they come back, what their favorite experience was or how much fun they had while they were out on the weekend. So yeah, that's one of my